Hello. I'm going to channel some spiritual energy. They allow us to call them Aaron. And I can also do private channeling, so they will also have conversations with you if you like. I do it on the phone. And there's a Facebook page, a YouTube channel if you want to press subscribe. You'll get notifications when I put these up, which is mostly every day. I try because I always feel better after I feel all full of love and all cleaned out. So, having said all that, I will be quiet and we'll see what comes through. We will come around to the small ones, the ones you are often quite curious about. When they are under your care, you have a certain responsibility to raise them as good citizens. That's the best wording we can come up with that. When you are spending time together with them, it's a different role that you play than usually. So this certain role that you play often takes you out of your loving human role and puts you in a role as a guardian, a leader, a boss. Now this slight shift from regular human to boss cuts you off from a whole stretch of emotions. Now, it also occurs, yes, with a real boss also, not a real boss, a boss in your workplace as well. The same sort of division occurs because with humans, you have decided if one is a leader, then they must be alone. They must stand alone and be responsible, and we will all wander around over here and do what we like, but that human must always act like superior and intelligence, got it all together, everything's under control. They must appear to look this way. Now, we're going to tell you that this all is a game that you're playing because truly the leader is no more than any one of you. If you were chosen, then you would be the leader, you see, and this leader would now be part of the pack. What we are saying is that leaders, bosses, are no different on the inside. Now, why are we talking about this? What is the reasoning? What is going on here? What happens when you become a leader or a boss is that you believe you must take control of certain things. Therefore, you take the power that you once would allow the universe to unfold easily, and let's just see what happens next. As a boss and a leader, all of a sudden you say, no, I'm going to decide for everyone because they have asked me to. You remove yourself from a certain flow of information and power because now you think you're alone to decide. There's the group or the children, and there's you standing alone, waiting for a question so that you may answer it, you see. Always on guard, always hypervigilant. This hypervigilance draws you away from the information that you so desire to allow your job to be easier. Now, we will clarify a little because that's probably not making any sense to you. When you are in the flow of information, which is the universe of love, we call it, there's a certain intuition, a certain knowing that you have, a certain easy unfolding of life. When you're doing something wrong, your heart beats faster, you clench up, you tighten up. You know, oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Your body tells you, it reconfirms your energy that's moving through you. It's a energy of doubt, energy of disconnect. This is what causes you to tighten up, this energy of disconnect. So when you see yourself as a leader or a boss, you're not sure if you still have the exact same amount of access to the universe of love as everyone else. You think, oh, now I'm set apart, I'm different. I have to figure these things out myself. When in actual fact, this is the time when it would be best for you to rely more so on the University of Love. Universe of Love. But this is funny we say this. So this would be the absolute time for your intuition and information gathering of greater knowledge than humans possess to come into play. Because now you are guiding others, you see. Small ones, employees, all of these. Now you are the guide of them. What if you were a co-guide? What if you were a co-boss, a co-leader? What if the universe of love, this word is occurring more often. It is leading you somewhere, this university of love. But nonetheless, that's a side note. What if you were a co-leader with the universe of love? What if before you make decisions you say, just a moment, and just check in for a moment. Yes? No? What do you think? All right, we'll go with it. What if it were like this, you see? Because in actual fact, the leaders and the bosses often take on responsibility and therefore receive anger and judgment for making decisions that the group has chosen you to make, but yet they don't always support this. Sometimes they'll say, that's a really bad idea, you're a terrible boss. When in actual fact, they gave you the power, you see? Now, in checking in with the universe of love, just for a moment, no one has to know you're doing it. This is for the parents as well. Checking in, you will know that you're in alignment again, you see? And then the decision that is made will be more fluid. It will be easy. You'll be an easy parent, an easy boss, an easy leader. All of a sudden, things will flow just as they do when you are not the boss and leader of anyone. So when you're off by yourself and you're floating down the river, you see, it's no different than when you are the leader or the boss. This floating down the river easily can occur also in this role. It's going to take you a few moments of you who are leaders to work this through. But it is a co-leader with the universe. Then you see, you will be easier on your heart, easier on your veins and your nervous system, easier on your brain that's firing rapidly. Because in actual fact, you are just one of the others who they have asked to lead. You're not born with this role. You see, you're not trained all of your life to be a leader. You are chosen from a group as the most compassionate, most intelligent, something. There's some quality that the group decides among themselves that they will set you aside for. It happens in most groups. You're chosen from within, you see. It is the human way to do things. So you are just the same as them, but you really do not need to be the scapegoat of them because they have chosen you, you see. Parents are the same sort of thing. You choose, you see, to have small ones. You say, I want to have one, and they come. So, how about being a co-leader with the universe? You'll have to sit with that. You're not too sure if you like the idea or not. There is much love here for you. Namaste. I have to say that's another one of those ones I didn't quite get all of it. I don't know. Sometimes I get them more easily, sometimes I don't. So hopefully that's helpful for somebody. And enjoy your day.